sharp rally for a big breaking news from the this appeared on the website of the Northern District of California, U.S. Department of Justice, for an immediate press release. Two companies in the Bay Area was actually indicted for H1B visa fraud. And if you look at the indictment, I'm not going to mention the name, you can see it on the screen. But the main thing that we're going to look at is a practice which is not only hurtful but can end up by putting people in prison. First of all, it's a result, and I haven't from the if you look at the H1B memo, which I have posted here on our website, it says basically about it talks. This memo was issued by Donald Neufeld in 2010 on the employer-employee relationship, and this memo is what's kind of triggered a lot of times people finding the shortcut of using an end client. Either it's a fake end client or a fake project. You need to stay away from it. Either you're from your employee or employer. If you don't have an end client, a real end client, or you don't have a real um, project for your candidate, you better not file H1B for them. And if you look at here, I put a little bit an extract from the press release, which basically says, according to the indictment, the defendant submitted to the government or caused to be submitted H1B application material stating that the foreign workers named in the application would be placed at a specific companies in the United States. And the truth is that you and they signed petition under penalty of perjury, of course, that they will be putting them at Sam Solar Inc. Okay, forget about the usually about let's forget about the company itself, but look at the hypothetical here. Using the end client letters when you don't have one, just to able to get an H1B is definitely fraud. And I've been screaming that at the top of my lungs many times, but unfortunately you keep seeing people talking about, oh, just get an end client, and now here I heard that a lot on the and sometimes from other people mentioning that. And also the practice of putting fake projects on to get an H1B is not a good practice. So we recommend that, based on that, now I think all the companies have to be very very careful, because it can easily slip into the wrong direction if you don't put the right paperwork in your H1B application. And remember, avoiding you, there are many there are many things that needs to be here we have an article also, and 9 things they people should be worried about when filing for filing for an H1B. One of them is client letters, and this letter has become indispensable in most cases, but although not necessary, though. However, are making the mistake including both in-house and mentioning in-house project often it creates confusion. This is here an easy explanation, but now it has reached a new level where basically the USCIS is going and checking, of course, if those end client mention or those projects are genuine, and if they are not, look at what's happening here. A very good example. Look at the counts of fine, and not only fine. We are talking about jail time and even possibility of deportation. So make sure that you know what you're doing. Just to make some few bucks, people might end up by getting into more problems than actually making the money. Now, unfortunately, all those people are under, well, basically they were arrested, and the two companies it was Bay Area and Nevada companies, and the owners of Fremont and Pleasanton. So you for those living in the Bay Area who deal with consulting companies, you need to be very careful how you're planning to place your candidates, and stay away from all those fake and client letters, and make sure that you're compliant with all the H1B rules. There are many of them, and this is an old article I've wrote, but things are more strict now. We have seen this lately. There's a crackdown by DHS on not only H1 OPT students but H1B consulting companies. So make sure you stay away from that. And just to give that as a breaking news here, you want to avoid the nightmare of the end client letter. It's better not to have the employee, better lose the contract, or better not even taking the chance than rather than going to jail. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you all the best for those who file an H1B, and hopefully we will see some good results on people who are able to file it. But at the same time, make sure you stay away from situations like that, because that's going to definitely hurt you. If you look at the indictment, it's horrible, because many of those people are going to end up by maybe be in prison for up to 20 years sometimes on those counts. So be careful, and make sure you're filing the paperwork right. And visa fraud is a major fraud, and they're also including mail fraud in this. So be careful. Good luck to all of you. We wish you all the best. And again, anything I'm telling you today is my opinion, and it's not it's educational in nature. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions, and the number to our office 510